Welcome to the Cambridge IGCSE Mathematics Paper 4 for the extended candidates. And this is the October-November paper for the year 2024. So if you are new to this channel, please consider to subscribe, hit the like button, comment, and share for more episodes like this. Alright, question 3a says, the table shows the waiting times for 120 patients at a medical center. So this is the table that is showing this information. So the question continues and says, calculate an estimate of the mean waiting time. Alright, so how are you going to calculate the estimate of the mean waiting time? So what you have to know is that since this data has been given in intervals, it means this is grouped data. So to calculate the waiting mean time, we are going to say mean is equal to, we are going to write the frequency 2 open and close brackets plus the second frequency is 46 open and close plus 33. Okay, this is 33 open and close plus 26 open and close plus 13 open and close. Okay, then everything divided by the total frequency, which is 120. So 120 there. All right, so at this point the question is, what are we going to put in the brackets? All right, so what we're going to put in the brackets here is the midpoint. Okay, so we need to find the midpoint of each class interval and then put it in these brackets according to their respective frequencies. So the midpoint is found by adding the lower limit and the upper limit, then divide by 2. So we're going to say 0 plus 10 is 10. 10 divided by 2 is 5. Okay, then here 10 plus 20 is 30. 30 divided by 2 is 15. Here 20 plus 40 is 60, divided by 2 is 30. 40 plus 50 is 90, divided by 2 is 45. Then 50 plus 80 is 130, divided by 2 is 65. So these are the midpoints that we are going to write in here. Okay, so 2 has a corresponding midpoint of 5, so we write 5 in there. Then here we write 15, then here we write 30, then here we write 45, then there 65. All right, at this point in time, you just get your calculator and punch everything that is on top there on the calculator as it is. Okay, so when you punch what is on top there on the calculator, you are going to have 3,705, then divided by 120. Okay, so 3,705 divided by 120 is 30.875. So writing this number correct to 3 significant figures, we are going to have 30.9 as the estimated mean waiting time. All right. All right, but B says the histogram shows some information about the waiting times at a different medical center. So this is a histogram. So they are saying the total number of patients is 90. So this is the total frequency, and no patient waits for more than 80 minutes. Okay, so we can see that no patient waits more than 80 minutes. Complete the histogram for the patients that have a waiting time between 10 and 30. Okay, so they want us to complete this histogram for the patients that had a waiting time between 10, okay, between 10 and 30. So here, okay. All right, so what is the first thing that we are supposed to do? The first thing that we are supposed to do is to find the frequency so that we use that frequency to find the frequency density. We are going to use the formula frequency density, okay, frequency density is equal to frequency divided by class width. Okay, so this is a formula that we are going to use. Since we are looking for the frequency first, we are going to rearrange this formula such that f, or the frequency f, is the subject of the formula. We can do this by just multiplying both sides of this equation by the denominator, which is class width, and then we are going to have frequency is equal to frequency density times the class width. Okay, the class width like this. So after writing this formula like this, we need to know the frequency density for each bar. Okay, we need to know how the width of this bar, also there. Okay, so what we are going to do is you can see that the difference from here to there and the difference from here to there is the same. So what we are going to do is we are going to find it. You are going to say 0.5 minus 0 is 0.5, so that we find the width of each graduation, so that we find how much is the width of each graduation from here to there. Okay, so 0.5 minus 0 is 0.5, so we have 0.5. Okay, then you count a number of graduations. You have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There, when you count here, you have 10 graduations. So you are going to divide this by 10, and this gives 0.05. So each of these smaller graduations is worth 0.05, meaning when you count in twos, you have 0.1. All right. So using this, we can know what this point is worth of. Okay, so this is 1. So let's be counting in twos so that we have 0.1, because 1 graduation is worth 0.05. So meaning 2 is worth 0.1. So we're going to have 1.1, 1.2, 1.3. So this guy here is worth 1.3. Then coming to this one, we have, we know that this is 1, okay? We know that this is 1, then 1.1, 1.2, 1.3, 1.4, 1.5. So this is 1.5, okay? Then this one, we know that this is, okay, so 0.1, 0.2, 0.3, 0.4. So this bar is worth 0.4. All right. So what we're going to do now is we're going to multiply from here to there. This is now the class width from here to there. Okay. So from here to there is 10. So we're going to say the frequency density, which is 1.3. So we're going to say 1.3 times the class width is 10 here. The difference is 10, so 10, which gives 13. So we will come to this. Okay, so the frequency density here, okay, so we're going to say F is equal to 1.5. So 1.5 times the class width is from 30 to 50, which is 20 here. Okay, so this is times 20, and this gives 30. Okay, so let us also find the frequency for this guy. So we have frequency is equal to the frequency density. The frequency density is this one, 0.4 times the class width from here to 80. We have 10, 20, 30 times 30, and this gives 12. All right, but remember, they say the total frequency is what? Is 90. So for us to find the frequency for the missing bar here, we are going to say 90, which is the total frequency, minus the frequencies that we've found. This one, okay, minus 13 plus 30 plus 12. Okay, so we have 90 minus 13 plus 30 plus 12 is 55. Okay, is 55, and this gives the answer as 35. Okay, so this is the frequency for the missing bar here. All right, now for us to draw the missing bar here, we need to know the frequency density. Okay, so that's when we are going to use this formula now to say frequency density is equal to the frequency of this missing, the one that we found here, which is 35, divided by the class width. So we are going to say frequency density is equal to frequency over the class width. And yeah, so the frequency is 35, we found 35, divided by the class width. The class width from here to there, this is 10, 20, so it's 20, so we have 20 there, and then 35 divided by 20 is 1.75. all right, so meaning the frequency density for this missing bar here of this histogram is 1.75. so here we have 1.5, so we are still counting in twos. So this is 1.6, 1.7, 0.5 is going to be at the middle there. So 0.5 at the middle, so meaning here, okay? So we are going to draw it like this, okay? You use a ruler. I don't, the recording software I'm using is not, doesn't have that feature, okay? So you use a ruler. So now you just shade. So this is the missing bar that they wanted you to draw. So it means you have completed this histogram. All right, thank you very much for watching. If you are new to this channel again, please consider to subscribe, hit the like button, comment and share. Yeah, see you in the next video. Goodbye.